hope you're all doing well. You know, I've been going through my collection of games recently, and I've been thinking about various games to show my daughter. And I think I've expressed before that my daughter is really fascinated by Pokemon, which is wonderful because I've loved Pokemon since I was in grade 1. That's when I was first introduced to it. So it's so cool that she's really into it, and I'm really pumped to explore stuff. I've given her like some my old Pokemon book that she's been just looking at. You know, we've been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield together, and she's been watching me grind up and going through the wild areas. And you know, it's kind of got me thinking. There's been a lot of Pokemon games out there, both main series and spin-offs. Now, I've been thinking about this, especially recently when I got an update on my Switch telling me about the new Pokemon Snap that's coming out, and I'm really excited because I was there for the original, and I really, really liked that game. So I'm super hyped to play that. I've already pre-ordered it because I think the pre-orders came out at the time of this video. When this video comes out, I think it was like 5 days before this video came out, and I've put my money down. I cannot wait. I loved the original Pokemon Snap on the N64, and I cannot wait to play this new version of it. I think it's going to be fantastic. My daughter will love it. But that's kind of got me thinking. Out of the main series Pokemon games, though, which were my favorite? And I have to say, there are three that I just can't decide which one. Well, one for sure I know is number one, but the other two were tied and together, and I thought, well, you know what, I'll present them as well because I just enjoy the Pokemon franchise, and I've been around for a long time with it and have had a lot of experience with it. So I thought, why not? Let's talk about them. These are my top, I guess, 3 Pokemon main series games that I like. Now, of course, there's a caveat to this. Everybody has their own opinion. These are my opinion and solely my opinion. If your game didn't reach my top 3, that's okay. Every single Pokemon game that I've played, I've loved. These are just some that I love more, whether it be because of a nostalgia reason or there's a mechanic that I just love in it that made it just that extra bit, right? Like that extra bit that I love. So we'll start off this with going to Johto. I loved the remake of the Johto, which is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Now, I had a game cartridge here. Even though this is an office that I've made for myself to work in, my daughter still comes in and takes my stuff. So it's just a little cart, right? And so she's taken that from my Game Boy Advance. But anyways, and speaking of the Game Boy Advance, where'd that go? But anyways, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. What a beautiful, beautiful game. When I first seen this, because I've been around, as I said before, from the beginning, I remember friends on the street having Pokemon Red and Blue and then Pokemon Gold and Silver. Now, I didn't own a Game Boy Color, and so I had to watch others until somebody would let me borrow it, right? And I was lucky to have some friends that did that, so I could experience it myself. And, you know, they were fun. I enjoyed them. But going through the remakes, they just upped the graphics, kept all the good bits, but added stuff that just made it just come alive more for me. And the story in Heart Gold and Soul Silver is really, really good. It's essentially the same story that was in Gold and Silver, but it's just, I don't know. I think it just popped out more, and I liked it more. One of the things that I also really liked, I liked the region's spirituality, if you will. It's a very spiritual region, right? Coming from Kanto, you know, the original games, it's all like science-based and how technology helps and helps advance their society. Where in the Johto region, it's very different. It's more of the spiritual connectedness with nature and Pokemon and the world. And it's funny, being a scientist, you think I'd prefer the science-based one, but I don't. I like that sort of calming aspect of the first game. That's just, I find it calming, and I just enjoy going through it. I also like the difficulty spike. I find it's a very difficult game. I really enjoy it, and I also enjoy the fact that I get to go to Kanto after I beat it. So it's like getting 2 games in one. I love that as a post-game thing. It is fantastic, and it adds so many hours of gameplay extra until you get your money's worth. That's one of the reasons why I like it. I'm getting my money's worth. I pay whatever the amount is that I paid for back then, but I don't remember. But you get 2 games out of it, and it's fun. And I just really enjoyed it. Another big aspect I like was that my Pokemon could follow me. I mean, I know that has come back in the Let's Go Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee. I haven't played it yet. It's on my list of games to complete this year for 2021. But I like that. As soon as I seen that, it's strange because as a Pokemon trainer, when you're playing these games, we often get attached to them, right? Especially if you make a team early on and you think about what Pokemon you want on your team of 6, you can form attachments. I felt personally, and I'm sure there's other players who felt the same, when I had my Pokemon follow me and I could see them, my first party member, I don't know, I felt more attached to them. It made it more special. And so for those reasons, it's up there in the top games of Pokemon that I've played. The next one is, again, more of a recent game, and that is Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Sun. So this is the steel case that I got, because I got the collector's edition. I was really looking forward to these. These, when they first announced them, I was really looking forward to them, in part because it was innovative, right? I am one who supports innovation, right? As a scientist, we always are innovating. I like it when game companies do something different, especially to a very long-held franchise. That doesn't mean I was not scared of what might happen. And the innovation that came here, besides it being on the 3DS, I was nervous for not having gyms, right? They were the kahunas, right? Going through the island trial challenges, and having trial captains. And I was a little nervous at first, thinking this could completely ruin the series. It could, and you could lose everybody, and it will be the last Pokemon game ever. That didn't happen, luckily. They did an excellent job, and I actually really enjoyed it. It really freshened it up. I also love the island aesthetic. As soon as I walked into that world, that new region, I was in love. The tropicalness. Professor Kukui. Oh my god, that guy is nuts! I love him though. He's such a great character. Yeah, the rivals can be a little bit iffy at times, but overall, I really, really enjoyed them. They were it was an awesome game. I love the starters in the region, and thought it was a wonderful game. My most favorite Pokemon game in the entire franchise is one that's very nostalgic for me, and it's because it was my very first own copy of the Pokemon game. And that was Pokemon Sapphire. Now, I again, my Game Boy Advance, my daughter took it, but I love my original copy of Sapphire, Pokemon Sapphire. It was my first game ever of Pokemon. I played it so many times. I may not have actually finished and got to the Elite Four, for example, but I would play through it and then restart, or, I loved it for years. That's all I did was just play that, and I know the region so well, and I just love Generation 3 for that nostalgic reason. And then that love grew even more when they made, again, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And of course, with tradition, I got the Alpha Sapphire version. Wonderful. Complete, wonderful remake. Made the world spectacular. And pop off of my 3DS. And made me fall in love with that region even more. And I loved every Pokemon in it. I love obviously the first two generation Pokemon as well, but the Pokemon that were in this region, they felt like they could be there in the battle between land and sea, and the gym leaders were good. Like, I just like the gym leaders. Again, there is some areas that can get difficult, but I liked it. I liked it. I love the entire everything about that region. I just love it. And I think the Elite Four are pretty good. Yeah, there are some that are, but overall I enjoy it, and especially now with the new graphics and how they redid some of it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I love the whole aesthetic in that region, and a lot of it's nostalgia filled for me, for this one. And what can I say? Wonderful, wonderful game. And for any of you out there that maybe don't like these particular ones but have your own favorites, let me know in the comments below. We all have different opinions on it. In the end, you can't go wrong with a Pokemon game. I find they're all wonderful. They each have their own uniqueness and qualities and flavors and feels and Pokemon that are unique, that you might like a certain generation's Pokemon more than others. And that's fine. I think it's great. That's the beauty of having so many different Pokemon games and different Pokemon fans out there. So yeah, so these were my sort of 3 favorites. Let me know, what were yours, And I hope you guys are enjoying your 2021. Hope it's going well. I hope that you all do well and that you're feeling good. And please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to comment, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff, because I love providing content and talking to you guys and figuring out this beautiful journey that we call life. So, thank you so much for watching, and take care, guys.